Okay, serious business on a serious day. Okay, it's a money Monday and a rainy one for that matter. Of course, I am not in the building alone. Yes, Chief is around, and of course, our certified person when it comes to money, Dr. Modupe Vixen. Good morning,
she has given me another.
Yes, another title. You
another title. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning,
welcome, Chief.
Good morning, Mama Monica.
Mama
Monica.
That's another
yes,
one. Another
title. Only me. Okay, and our viewers at home, good morning. We're continuing again on this money in marriage. That's what we have been talking about for about 3 weeks.
Money is good in marriage.
Money in marriage.
You know, say the video is sing. You know, ask me say how is singer. The video is say love is sweet, yo. When money enter, love is sweeter. Marriage sweet, yo. When money enter, marriage is sweeter. Marriage is good if money is there.
If money
husband and wife no go dey fight. Oh yeah, tẹ̀síwájú.
Chief.
They no go dey fight.
Na so. So like we have been saying that money is a serious matter.
Yeah.
Money is something that cuts across everybody and every aspect of our life. Money is something that is very important, that is very koko.
Owó ni koko. Even a person name, Mr. Owó ni koko.
And you know that marriage is the coming together of two different persons.
To become husband and wife,
yes,
legally.
to become husband and wife. Both of them for a common good. Nobody enter into marriage to say that, when I get into this marriage, na fight, I want a fight. Or na divorce, I want divorce. Both of you come together to say, okay, we want to come into a common goal.
Of course.
For the good of everybody. That is the aim of people when you are going into marriage. But when you enter marriage, different things happen. You know, the man becomes himself. The woman too becomes herself, you know, pressures from here and there. Different things just happen. Your differences, your personalities, they come to play. Because now, you're not going and coming. Both of you're there for the house. So money in marriage now very, very serious
important
matter. And especially if it is not handled very properly. If it's not handled well, it can cause something else. So that for better, for worse, will now become something else, you know. So, you know, like I said last week too, that statistics have shown that the average couple, they fight once every 3 days for money matter. Because they come up. So it is very important that we know how to handle this money for marriage. And the reason why couples, they fight, now because this money no dey enough.
And it can never be enough.
And it can never
because
be
human being is insatiable. The human need is insatiable.
Yes. The things that we need, the things that you need, husband, the things that you need, wife, you know. Like you said, plenty. And don't forget, say, the man and the woman, they have different goals. They come from different background. The way the mama and the papa for the man, they handle money for that family is different from the way the woman. So two of them, they are coming with two different ideas into that marriage. The way they see money, both of them are different way. Both of them, they come into that marriage. So except both of them, they know how to handle them well.
That means they have to come to agreement.
They have to come to agreement so many times, compromise here and there. But like I say, communication are very, very important. Financial matter, they come in different forms, in different shapes, in different sizes for different people. So the one way Slimmy they encounter, not be the same thing where Chief they encounter. So the same thing for inside marriage as well. The different financial problems where couple A go get, not be the same one. Where couple B too go get. That's now one thing. So it's important to know how to handle. But I won't say for here, say there is no one fits all thing, principle or tip for everybody. Yeah. So we can only give general tips. So okay, when you date for inside marriage, this is not the way make you handle them. This is not the way make you do them. But that not be say that general thing will fit for everybody.
It's not universal.
It's not that say no universal, but what's applicable the same way. Because the way what you will encounter, for your family, for instance, now maybe the money no dey enough. For my family too, the money no dey enough. That's not the general problem. But there will be circumstances for your family where it go differ from my own family. So if we give the general principle, you go still see how this one go affect me, how I go adjust them, make it fit my way. Because if you say the money don't dey enough, But maybe you dey work, your husband your wife too dey work. So you go come say, okay, they say make we talk, maybe they do this, how we go do am? But for my own family, maybe my husband dey work, me I no work. You can still say something, it don't different. So if you say, okay, make you husband and wife, they bring money together, me where I no work, how I go come bring? So that's why I say that the general rule no be applicable. You still have to seek.
There are some exceptions.
Still seek the way this thing will suit you. And I won't say at this point, say, if you dey have this problem and you don't know how you go about them, seek counsel.
That is why we have you.
Okay. Seek counsel. Say, okay, this thing they happen, no. This one, how you go handle them, how you go do them, so that it can suit your own way. Because money matter, when we talk about personal money matter, it is to suit you. It is a personal thing. That is why they call them personal money matter, because it is personal. We can have the same problem, but because of circumstance where we did, some different thing.
Person wey get house, wey be say they no need to pay house rent. It's different from those of us wey be say go still
pay house rent. Yeah. So if family they do budget, that your own budget, you know, say housing no go day priority. Benny. So that maximum where we say, okay, what you should remove from your salary, maximum should be like 32%, which we talk about. So that one no go apply to you. So that's one.
That's for the house rent.
Yes.
But what about for maintenance?
Yes, is it not
going to be under housing?
It was going to be under housing. So you know that the whole 32, you will just break it.
Okay.
You know? So for that person, like you say, when you get house.
Mama Monica, when you say make a person no spend beyond 32% of his salary, say they are applicable to men, head of the family.
Yeah, they are applicable to men of the family.
Head of the family. Is it possible for us not to spend more than 32% from our own salary?
The ideal thing, they say make you no spend. You know, other expenses too, they. No be only housing.
No be housing at the talk. Say I be head of the family now. Say if they possible, if woman if you achieve am, say if they possible too for man, make you no spend beyond 32% of his salary.
As the head of the house.
As the head of the house.
For that
Now, like
for that month.
No, what it means, I think, now say, you know, so now then they carry the old bukata. So it is okay, it is possible for a woman to still want to achieve all of that because now just little now she they contribute to whatever it is with younger. But as a man, where we say
on that family,
he gets
depending on that family. That's why I say this thing, you have the general principle, but you go still see how the general principle will apply to you. You don't understand. For some people, when they come to family money, when they come to family finance, they go sit together. Some people I don't see and they say, no, woman too, you two go contribute. Man too, you two go contribute. Some will say, okay, let us do it the traditional way. You the man, now you go to contribute the more.
Okay.
But even if you are going to do that one, both of you still go sit down.
At least
you go still sit down and do the budgets together. Why? Because you are a person. If I don't know, even as a person, okay, you don't do family something budget. You as a person, you get need.
Me, I know the bother about my own need again. You, now God they bear my own need. You, me, which need? When you go come, go come, go come. Me, now God they feed me. All only woman will me. I know buy crop for like 7 years ago.
Chief.
Now wait there, they wear me this. You see, every day. Man, know they get need you.
But no matter what thing happen, as a person you be individual, and that
you still get no matter how small.
That's now one of the problems where they arise. When somebody feels say, I don't even get anything for myself. I just they go work. I don't say I'm before for counseling. People go say, and now only me. And then at a point, the man will become angry.
The resentment in the enter.
Most
so men, that's what we are going through, Mama Monica. That's we are working because of you people need. That's what we are. If you see an average man, resentment the disturber. That's man we no wicked because some men, I have to say this, to pay pikin school fees, you no go pay and you go they wear better clothes. One more one more expensive perfume. You go they talking. You go they wear jeans. I go land and no go pay picking go this. Some men they like that.
Exactly.
But the ones we no callous. See understand? It takes grace. Make person no resentment.
That's not the reason where I say even if you they do for family, you two you be person. Don't forget I say for marriage now two individuals they come together. Because you don't marry no mean say your goals, no be say your values, no be say the things where you won't do as well.
Yes.
You come go
like
that. You are still a person. So you need to also take care and take responsibility for yourself as well.
At times I go one shop pepper soup. But if I remember,
but it's not like you be chopping the pepper soup every month.
Day.
Every day. No, you know.
I won't go shop pepper soup 500 now. And intestine all this pepper soup and maybe one bottle of water. Because me I no dey drink anything except water. So, but I go go remember say tomorrow you go drink kinikan hawa. You go kinikan 500 naira.
That's not the reason why you're supposed to put yourself inside.
I won't put they no agree.
They go agree. That's not the reason why you go come
to
family money. Now family money we dey talk about. Now family money.
So you put daddy space.
If person get girlfriend,
you just include your own budget. If you not rich, if you not rich, your wife. But you just say daddy space.
Daddy space.
If you say daddy wey get girlfriend now, person for say na where money dey go be that. I no get. I no sabi how to get.
You see?
I no get. I'm a good man.
You see?
Thank you, Mama Monica.
And there money they go.
Whether for man or whether for woman, because
the person that where money they go be that.
Because what you they say now, it also applicable for women when they work.
Abi.
What you they say now? You say that you they work, but you don't get enough money make you take care of yourself. The same thing for women where we know they work as well.
You only me, Mama Monica, an average men in the society.
So men must also consider themselves. You are two individuals.
Yeah.
Both of you must take into place both of you your interest.
No matter how small.
No matter how small, you must
take care of ourselves.
You must take you must take care of yourself, and that is why you must put your wife. Both of you must sit down and talk about it.
Would they do family meeting?
They talk about money.
Would they talk about money? You tell me go sit down at the house. Me I don't have from small you catch them.
Yes, from small.
As you they do the family meeting, everything at them. If I say the remaining way, that time they go remember, Daddy, say you know that you owe us 3,000 last week that you promised you will give. And they owe my wife money. No, be say I no borrow am. You no borrow from them because
like maybe the money we give her no complete.
They go remind you say God go help men.
So na compromise. Everything for money, for marriage, na compromise, na communication. And you supposed to talk everything where they worry, where they do. You must fit talk. Even as man, when the money no reach, make the woman understand. Say this money for this time you no reach.
Make we tell them.
Make you open up and talk.
Don't be saying go shout.
So you must talk out. You must talk to the woman. Let her know. A good woman will understand that. Okay, this
husband is not like this.
It's not like this. Just be say something happened, or maybe expense for this month. Something is coming. When we no plan for before. So if she know that one, no good woman will say, because no, I don't want to help my husband.
I no lie for you. When I no get money for hand, we no dey fight. Now that time I know say my wife is good. Now that time I don't know say my wife is rich. Now when I no get money, I dey always know. Don't worry. We will use 3,000 I kept sometimes and cook. I say, so you people have 3,000 in this. But when money come, fight it dey happen. We must fight when I get money. Because na bill. One billion when
you no get where she dey use the one way extra.
Where they come from? No, because where they come from.
Make we come finish everything. Where they grant.
No, you don't finish. But if you get budget, where you have everything, you go according to the budget. Sometimes not be say every time that 100% that budget go they work, but at least that budget go they guide you.
Like guideline.
Na guideline for how you spend, how the thing they work. You supposed
write
them and have them. So she know you too. You know. Even the children they know. Say that this is not the waiting way they go on for family. Anyway, so this morning I want to talk more about as it relates to women, because some of the calls that have been coming in, most of the calls and the chats that have been coming in have been centered around women mainly. Like the questions where you and Vero ask for last week, say, woman.
I say when you telling her to stop her job.
And something like that. So that's not the thing we want to look at today. Make I appeal to my sisters, because most women, they're emotional.
Benny.
When it comes to relationship and when it comes to marriage, now our heart they use. They use our head. When it comes to things like that, it just
But is it wrong?
Well, sometimes it is wrong.
When it's too much?
Sometimes it is wrong. Because the thing is, like I don't they talk, the reality, it did different from what should be the ideal.
Benny.
That's not the reason why I want to say these things
reality now. Different from what is ideal.
What is ideal?
Benny.
So I want to start by saying that, number one, women should not put themselves up for disaster. Most times we dey set ourselves up for disaster.
How?
And how I mean? Okay, say for instance now, the man tell you, say, okay, we won't get married. Slim, no work. I just want to make you sit down for the house, make you dey take care of my children. And the woman just say, because I love my husband, let me just obey, you know, something like that. And she just accept and no go work. Make her enter into the marriage and make her leave my job. When family come, make her dey raise family and everything. The fact remains that that is what you want. But the thing be say, that thing where you want, when both of you want, is it practicable?
No, Monica, before you go further, I don't see some family where husband go tell wife, no work, yo. Make you no do anything, yo. Just there at home, they take care of my children. And from your salary, you will pay the woman. What is your take on this?
I go reach that place. So when a woman tell you, for instance, say, make you no work, and that man say, I go to pay you for my salary, you got to ask yourself questions. Okay. Maybe the woman, they work before.
Yeah.
And now, the man say, no work.
Stop, rather.
Or maybe the woman not just finish from school. She not work at all. She never get any money. She never understand money. She never get money of her own. So when the man tell am say no work, you know there are two different situations now.
She never.
One, the woman they work before.
And
she they earn money.
She know wetin money mean.
She have her money of her own. She won't do anything. She won't buy anything. She just go pick the money and do as she like. The other one now, she has
not been monetized.
She has never been.
She has not been monetized.
So in that situation, when the man say, I go to give you money,
She go.
how much the man won't give the woman? If not somebody who never earned money before, in that kind of situation,
She'll be okay with anything that comes.
it will be easier for her. But what about somebody where he don't earn money before, and the man say, I won't give you money? The question will be say, how much you won't give you?
Where you go do?
Where you go do? That is why I say you have to, don't use emotion. Be practical when it comes to matters like this.
But ma, you know this is Africa, and I think one thing we preach so much about women in marriage is submissiveness. So now in that case, where be say your husband tell you, say, okay, I need you to quit your job because one, you are coming to me. It's not like me coming to you, so I'm supposed to take care of your responsibilities. And once you come into marriage, don't worry, I'll take care of your bills, whatever it is that you need to take care of the kids. I'll make sure those things are available. So now in that kind of situation, you really like your job so well, just like what I'm doing that I love so well. I don't want to quit my job. At the same time, I love my man. I don't want to lose him.
Okay.
How do you balance how do you balance it? Because now you dey talk say make we no allow our emotions blackmail us, may no blindfold us. They say you no go see reality. So how do you balance that? You don't want to lose your job, at the same time you don't want to miss your marriage. So how do you put the two of them together?
That's not the place where communication important. Where both of you go talk about the matter and you go open up. You go ask am, okay, fine, I will submit to you. You don't want me to work. Okay, so because these things are practical. When you enter the marriage, at that point in time, you don't go remember submission again.
Then.
Because number one, you dey work before. Maybe you dey earn 100,000 or you dey earn 200,000. Some people they earn 200,000, some people they earn 100, some people they earn 50,000. And then you say, make I no work again. Okay, I want to ask you, when we now come together, how you go satisfy me? How you go take care of the children? If before na 2 income, that 2 income now don't become 1 income.
And no be say responsibility reduce.
You don't reduce. So you have to ask these questions. That is why I say make emotion.
Just come out down.
Come out at that point where you they discuss. Ask the question. So how do you intend? How much do you want to give me? This expense is not reduced. How do we cope? If you say make I no work, I feel do business.
Okay.
If I not feel do business, what are the alternatives there for me? You ask him the question, what in the event where you can no work or no even do business, just sit down at home. What in the event something happen? Maybe to your own job.
Unforeseen contingency.
Unforeseen. What thing will happen? Or God forbid, though, say something happened to the man. Who will take responsibility of that woman and of the children? So that is why I say at that point, because for here now I dey talk as a lawyer. Because you are saying submission. I'm not saying I believe so much
In submissiveness.
But when that time comes, submissiveness will not do.
You no go pay
When
house
the thing
rent.
they
At
come
all.
show you for face,
You know they pay school fees.
you no go. When the everything, the bill, the pressure, everything, you want to do this one, you no fit do am.
We've not even talked about the children's
The
health.
children health.
Anything
So
else
how you go do am? Or along the way the woman become pregnant, antenatal, everything. How you wan do am? So these are the questions
reality na after marriage.
So you go ask those questions before. Or even after the marriage, ask those questions. No be say, I go to give you. Okay, you go give me how much you want give me. If you give me out of this amount, how much now go remain for the house upkeep? So these are questions which we must ask ourselves. And then another thing I want to say is, most women, when we they say, you know, some people, some women, they work for different reasons. And those are the things that we must talk about. E.g., some women, they work because of the money. They just want to be independent, to have a money of their own. Some women, it is that work that gives them their identity. Some women, they are just career-oriented.
Yeah.
They just want to work. They want to work.
Up, wear suits.
They want to work. They want to reach the peak of their career. That is what they want. And then here you are, the man you want to marry, or the man you are married to, is the man that believes in the traditional way and says, look, I don't want my wife to work.
How my wife you go don't leave bed by 4:30.
Exactly.
You don't go
and
island.
come back till 11.
Come back 11 in the night.
Even the children don't know you.
So all these things, there are things that you must talk about and think about. They are very, very real. And there are things that break marriages, that bring stress to marriages.
Gidigon. Because imagine me now, I never wake up by 5, my wife you don't go island, you don't go marina. You understand? You can't come back by 9 or 10 in the night again. And me, I be man, wey be say no like to get girlfriend. How person go cope? No. How person he go cope? Mama Monica, say person say you no go need somebody to talk to.
Exactly. So both of you supposed to.
And girlfriend no good, abi?
You know good though.
Side chick sef no good. It's not good.
Which one is the difference?
He knows.
It's not good. And the girlfriend.
Because you say girlfriend.
Not the same.
Not be the same,
Man, no that knows.
Mama Monica, you don't understand that part. Let's go with your topic. That's another thing.
But you know, Vera and I also stated something last week, because I think the way the world they go now, almost everything has to be done in agreement. Seriously. Exactly. So I want to ask you.
Not that kind of agreement.
That's what I want to ask you as a barrister. Say, are you saying such an agreement cannot work in marriage, where you need to? Seriously, maybe you guys.
Are you talking about putting paper to
yes,
paper?
Now putting pen to paper. Where you guys come together, say, okay, fine. When we marry, I will make sure I don't move. You see this agreement where we don't put for ground. I say, okay, I promise you, once you get married, I'm going to set you up. You start a good business. I will make sure say I put money, like waiting chief talk, every month. So are you saying it is not practicable in marriage to have an agreement with your husband? As a lawyer, that's what
I don't tell you before. Say now wisdom, they profitable for this matter.
Okay.
Wisdom is
for the culture. See, some people, they don't really mind though. Like this prenup, where did they do? They go say, they go insist. Say, now so. For such people, you know, there are other consequences that go follow. You understand? Especially in this kind of our culture. I'm not saying that it's not possible. It's possible. But you go think about the consequences as well.
Yes.
Are you planning? Because if you start saying that, okay, I want to enforce, you want to go to court of law to enforce it? That's not the question.
No, if you call your family lawyer.
Can't I do it?
Can't you call your family lawyer?
If he doesn't fulfill it, can't I do it?
You want? Do you want to do it? That's the question.
I'm just asking. Okay, ma, because seriously, see, like what you don't talk, say, so many of the calls where you get last week now based on women. Now, waiting women they face. At least we had 2 callers last week that complained of the same thing. 6 years. Although 9, she don't finish school, everything, and the man say go set them up. Till now, he never set the woman up. So in a situation like this now, who is she going to call? Because nobody was when you guys even made the agreement. And over time, she has even tried to call the man's attention that I want to return back to work. And he's saying no to it. So now, do you understand? So what do you do in a situation like this? Because I think there was an agreement. Maybe it would have been so easy for her to just.
If there was an agreement, well, if there was an agreement, how do you want to go about the agreement?
I can't go court now.
That's not the question we are asking. You won't go court.
I can't go court. So
if you go to court, then ordinarily, definitely, no husband will want the wife make a carry him to court. Say make you enforce. Exactly. That's the question where they ask you. Not be saying no possible, but the question be say the consequence, the aftermath. you want handle am, you want am. So that's not the reason why both of you should talk about am. You go know say this kind man oh, he be kind of man that will insist say my wife no go work. You go sit know the man. So you go know say this not the thing.
With
And
time,
if you don't enter the marriage and before you find out, maybe you go rather than have agreements, go in mama, go in brother, go somebody where you respect for your own family, not be for your own family, for your own family, where you feel talk and say, see, oh, this not the situation where they happen.